ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Down with the Get Down. It's your boy Romel.
And your boy Derek.
Appreciate y'all sliding through for another installment of DWG. All right, guys, we're back on Tekken 8. If you guys are watching the gameplay on the screen for YouTube viewers. So recently, I don't know who I'm gonna go with, but just to give it a little hint, I'll go. I'll go with Kuma. That's the closest thing that I can think of. She gonna get
I don't know who he's
Yoshimitsu.
supposed to represent. No, because I should have, but he doesn't. You got, I guess Kuma makes sense. No, he should have got Steve.
Low key, cause he had
The way
them
Kong
hands.
was knocking them niggas out.
Oh, me, he had them hands, y'all. But y'all haven't guessed it yet. We're trying to get the closest thing, but not at all to Godzilla X Kong, New Empire. It's a new movie that we're gonna review today. What we saw. First impressions. How you feeling, big dog?
Bro, this movie is everything I wanted and more.
Everything you wanted and more. I support that 100%. I'm literally. This is like maybe an hour or two out. Our showing of the movie was at 1:45, so I'm fresh out the movie theater. And when I tell y'all that I had a wild ride and it was a good ass time, I'm very happy. Very happy with the
Oh yeah.
results. The movie Chef's Kiss. Maybe because I have the first. This is my first impression. But I about to say I let Derek take the floor on this one. As far as like living up to expectations of the, like, what is this, a trilogy? Or is this an ongoing series?
Um, yeah, I guess it would technically be a trilogy because it's supposed to be with. Because there's the first. Well, no, it's more than a trilogy. Now that I think about it, because there's this. There's Godzilla 2014. Then there's King of the Monsters, and then Kong came out, and then Godzilla versus King Kong came out, and then this one.
So they just been dropping kaiju movies left and right for the past 10 years.
Basically, yeah.
So basically, they start the
each and every
Avengers.
last one of them has been some heat.
No, facts. So with this one in particular, what I really appreciated was showing the growth of, like, they kind of humanized both characters. Like in this one, they kind of made made Kong a little bit more relatable, which I thought was interesting, showing the fact that he is dealing with the loneliness of being the only ape. And spoiler alert for the people who are listening right now, we will probably be talking in depth about the movie. So if you haven't seen the
There
movie,
will definitely be spoilers. You've had a week to watch it. There will be spoilers.
he said you've had a week. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you've had a week. There's no excuse. There's gonna be spoilers, so just know that you're gonna run into that. Oh fuck! I didn't mean to pick him, but it's fine.
I did random, so it didn't matter.
I guess technically the person I picked is kind of close.
Mine is kind of close too. Look at that. It's one of the
Yours is
people.
not close at all. Oh, that's racist.
Ah, because she looks like the little girl.
She is not one of them. But the only reason I say that Law is because of the dragon.
That's racist.
But Godzilla's a dragon, technically.
Well, I was talking about the little people that lived in the middle of the earth.
Yeah, I guess. But no, like you know what's weird about this movie?
What?
The fact that they just completely said fuck it with like the normal trope of physics, where if you're a big thing, you move slow.
Oh yeah, they took that all out the Mac. Godzilla was moving.
Them boys were moving, bro.
Or maybe it was real time for them. They did it from the perspective of the kaiju.
Oh no. The directors were definitely like, we made it that way.
Oh damn. That's terrifying. Because if you guys watch the movie, like if you thought about the fact that every time they have these fights, what goes to my head is harm. I'm thinking about the people. I'm thinking about the people that are below all these buildings. People are literally having like they're like, oh, they're so happy that they're protecting the earth. Little do they know they're the biggest menaces.
Bro, the best meme that has it's been a meme for a long time, but it really captures Godzilla perfectly.
What?
Is the is the niggas think I'm fighting to save the day, but really nigga, I just love to fight.
No, facts. He literally no, y'all. Godzilla was on time in the entire movie. Godzilla was on fucking time in the entire movie. Bro was not trying to let anybody breathe the entire movie. They said he was on a training arc. He went into the hyperbolic time chamber just to get ready.
Right, bro. The shit was immaculate, bro. And then, how do you do your ult again? Because I think I'm pressing the button, but it's not working.
You press R1.
Like the ultimate.
Oh, you press R2.
Oh, okay. That's what's been
Yeah.
messing me up. I've been pressing the wrong button. Okay.
Hmm.
I thought it was L2.
Uh-uh. That's the pull up the little special menu.
Gotcha. But
Yeah.
nah, I will say, what is that one called? I think it was Shimu or something like that. Or was Shimu the Ice Dragon? Shimu was the Ice Dragon, I think. The other one that Godzilla like killed to turn pink. I feel bad for that one
Okay.
because that one was just chilling.
Bruh, okay. You wanna I'll say let's break it down because we got general excitements and stuff out the way. Let's break it down from like first from I guess the beginning, the climax, and then the end. You wanna do it like that?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. So from the beginning standpoint, it was how did you feel about the next like the build up in general?
So the way that I'll say this: I hate humans, right? uh, like I don't care about like human characters in these movies because obviously we're not here to see that. So like anytime that they're showing the stuff with like the people and stuff like that, I'm just like I don't care. Like I don't give a shit.
Hmm.
Um, it was the same for in this one. I will say, you know, it was it wasn't as bad, I guess, because their stuff made a little bit more sense towards I guess, the ending part.
Hmm.
But nonetheless, I didn't care. But the way that what is that thing called? That Godzilla was sleeping in?
That Godzilla was sleeping in. Oh, you talking about the
Yeah,
Coliseum?
it's like that
The
Coliseum.
Roman Coliseum? Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that part was funny. I think it was literally like just a dog, damn near.
Oh yeah, man was just chilling. He just woke up. Every time he woke up was about action.
Yeah. So, they really went deep into the Godzilla really just only comes out when any of the other monsters are out of line. And then he just like kills them and then immediately goes back to sleep.
Yes, and he's like, "Oh, y'all doing too much. Time to let me lock you in real quick." Except for that last one. That last one, I feel like he pulled up on him.
Oh, no, he definitely did. He felt something that was about to happen and he was like, I need to get more power.
He definitely was like, "I need the power,
So much power.
so much power." He was Mike Tyson the entire moment. He was the entire time. He didn't care about
He
nothing. He saw
was,
red.
yeah. Yeah. I kind of liked the build up with the Scar King a little bit.
Mm,
We're gonna get into the Scar King in a minute. I
yeah.
have so much to say. I have things to say about the Scar King, bro.
But about the point that you made about the humans, I do agree with that to a point. Like most time they don't really, they're kind of just, how I say, collateral. On that little stance that she was in is hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's literally they usually have them as like collateral, but in this one it seemed like they had more of a
What the hell?
That's, man, man, freaky as hell. But no, they had more of a I'll not say so, but I guess leg in the fight this time. Cause like they always made
Yeah,
the
like
humans in most of the movies look like they were just on you're like you're living in their world. This is really the kaiju's world, and y'all are just kind of just occupying it as visitors. But
and
this
that's
one
the
they
same
ready
for
to
this one.
realize this one seemed a little bit more like okay, we're all living in harmony, and this is what happened. And then it got into the whole climax of learning about like the Scar King and how he was really the reason that shit got fucked up.
I mean, the only reason it felt more like that is just because they weren't as frequent anymore because of Godzilla. But like when they happened, because like it's so crazy to think about like you're having a normal day and then like a monster happens and then Godzilla levels your city. Like you literally go from waking up one day to leaving your house to possibly not having a house at all.
You got to be on go at every moment.
And the crazy part, you don't even know where you can live.
There's no safe place. You can't live next to water.
Yeah, because there's too many that are in the water, and then I don't even know if they release to the public the the locations of them.
I don't. It doesn't look like it. It seemed like everybody is just unbeknownst because you could clearly see in like in there they people had murals and shit of Godzilla being the savior, and I'm like, I mean, he could be the savior all day, but if you pull up to your city, you're not finna like him anymore because he's
I
not finna
mean,
watch out for you.
which I feel like is something that you have to just like kind of roll the dice with, because it's one of those like I understand that like he's gonna be here and I didn't mean to do that. I'm probably gonna die or get seriously hurt or something.
Hmm.
Um, but at the same time, the damn like it's kind of like think about like the Avengers, right?
Hmm.
Like Avengers 1, obviously like when the army came and was destroying New York, obviously all those houses, everybody losing their shit and everything. But at
Yeah,
the end of the day, it's less damage than if the Avengers weren't there.
yeah. I feel like they did that on what was the original Godzilla? Was it 2014 one? The one that had
It
the
was supposed to
guy.
be more of a horror movie. So like the 2014 one was like way more damage and shit, kind
Hmm.
of. Not I'm not gonna say way more damage because I think as time went on, like all of them did like a shit ton of damage, especially this one.
Oh yeah, yeah. But when he first woke up, when Godzilla first woke up, it was a wrap. It was scary. People didn't know what was going on, and that was the first time we were like, okay, they realized they can trust Godzilla to an extent, but he really just doing his job.
Yeah, I mean that comes from Monarch, telling them
Hmm.
like, hey, he's he's a friendly.
Yeah, he said, "Let them fight." Back in the the old, the old movie, he was like, "Let them fight," and they've been doing it ever since.
Yeah. I mean, mostly because you can't you can't stop him.
Yeah, you can't stop it.
Um, the way that Kong lives his life is like he's fully grown now. He really is just like there's nothing much for me in life to do. I'm really just chilling.
See, and that's what
And
we was like.
because I like though that they enhanced a lot on talking about like his intelligence, because he sets traps and stuff like that,
Hmm.
and so I think that's cool. But what were you going to say?
I was right about to get into the thing about Kong, saying that I was like, yeah, you brought up a good point about showing in real time his change. I feel like as far as Kong did do a lot more growth. They showed Godzilla was just on timing, but Kong was like literally like, I'm kind of lonely. Life
Well,
is life is kind of all right.
there's more character to show with Kong than there is to show with Godzilla
Yeah.
because in the Kong movie that came out, he was like a teenager, and then in Kong versus Godzilla, he was I think he wasn't a full-fledged, he was an adult. And then in this one, he's kind of like a middle-aged guy.
The way he was looking at the little Diddy Kong, the little short version of him, I was sitting there like this. I was like, this is adorable.
Bro, the way he got mad and used him as a weapon,
I was like, okay, he's disrespectful. He's like, he low key he disciplined him in that moment. Like from as soon as he saw the small one, he instantly had a heart for that little monkey.
he did and he didn't.
It was like
Because
tough love. It was like I'm not trying to take you out, but like you gonna feel me.
I will. He's like, I'm not trying to kill you, but like, you're really pushing it. And I like that that one was smart. Like, he was smart too. Because,
Hmm.
he tricked him to go to the water and try to get him killed, even though it didn't work. Something that I saw on TikTok or I think it was Instagram, their relationship does look like Atreus and Kratos.
Literally, literally. I just like how like
So
even in the moment, the small moments, you can see how like Kong was kind of hesitant. Damn, what the hell?
I don't know what that was.
Kong was even hesitant in those moments, like even fighting against them, because he was like, you could see that he was conflicted. Like, I haven't seen my kind.
What was I about to do?
I don't know what you
Yeah,
about to do. It looked devastating. But yeah, he was sitting there like, damn, I don't really want to get active with y'all like that, but I think I'm gonna have to.
yeah, and it's cool because like Kong is so much of like a dominant personality type of guy. So like when he took him to like the place where all of them were, and he was like basically like, "Hey, try not to like start any trouble," and he sees like them enslaving each other, and he's like, "What the fuck are y'all doing?"
I mean, he
And
literally was like, it's supposed to be a party.
he's like, "Aren't we supposed to be living together? Like y'all are the same." And they're like, "Nah, these people, these ones are not the good ones. They gotta fall in line." And he's just like, and then he's looking at him like, "You gotta fall in line too."
What is that supposed to
And
mean?
And Kong was just like, "I think we're just gonna knock him out." And then he knocks nigga out. He's like, "You're yelling at me. I don't like that. I
He's
think
like,
you need to go to sleep."
I just came here to kind of have a good time. He's like, this is my first time being with my people. They said, nah, homie, you got to get jumped in.
Because you got to think about it too. He actually never experienced meeting his parents either.
Hmm.
Like his whole kind on Skull Island is was dead, like a long time. He had to like kind of learn shit on his own.
Hmm. Off the fly, which is crazy. And then it was kind of brilliant because they low key kept like he was away for a long time, so everything was falling into the prophecy, which we'll get into. But just off the strength, well, I was about, we got to get like let's feel like we're already there. But Scar, how you feel about that entrance, that introduction? He came in, dude was a villain. He moved like a villain off like instantly.
Bro, I will say that the Scar King had an amazing entrance, but it did not take up for the fact that he was a bitch.
They hold him at the end.
He was really a hoe the whole time. Like he was really ass. Like if you really want to like think about it, like actually, he was
Yeah.
really trash the entire movie. The only reason that he was good at all was because he had the other uh, kaiju.
Yeah, because he ruled. He only thing he ruled off the strength of the kaiju. If he didn't have that, yeah, he was just taking L's.
Because I mean, I'll say this, Kong, like he was piecing up Kong a little bit. Kong ain't used to all that movement that he was doing.
That movement.
The nigga was the nigga was evasive.
Man was bobbing and weaving on his head. I was like, hold up, he had learned this in the middle of the ground. I was like, Kong been fighting a little bit of everybody, so he had that against his side. But this is a different type of dude.
Yeah, and as soon as he brought out Shimu or whatever, nigga Kong's arm was done. He had to get a fucking bootleg Infinity Gauntlet.
The gauntlet when they said they had this ready for him, I was like, hell yeah, this is what y'all meant for support. Oh, that one dude, I was about to say, the one army dude that was with them, man, died so fucking
Oh,
quick.
the one that got the tree.
Yeah.
He was like, "Look, this is my operation. We're gonna go the way I want." Bro, if that would have hit you, I don't know what that would have done.
I
But
don't
that
know
shit
what it
was
was. It looked
devastating.
devastating, boy.
But anyways, bro, yeah. Then that fucking tree grabbed him, and they was like, "He's getting by a tree."
What I like what they did though, as far as with Scar though, in that whole little area, it was just the hell. It was just interesting to see that their civilization, like what I was like, what is he was building towards trying to get out the holes, but it seemed like he had access for a while.
What do you mean?
So I think I might have confused myself. So when he had when all the portals were opening up, oh,
Yeah,
never mind. That was in the civilizations area. They
yeah.
were the
Like
only
that
ones that
guy,
had to, yeah.
that was covered by like web. Like they didn't know that that place existed.
Hmm.
So, but he had always been trying to find a way up there, which is the only because like the only thing though is to that one area by like Godzilla and stuff like that. So like I don't think he even really knew like that Godzilla wasn't down there anymore until he was given like the info. Because he
Uh-huh.
was just because like if he knew that he could have left there and like gotten out and all of that stuff, I feel like he would have tried a long time ago. Because if, but I'm gonna just say, him and Shimu, even if they worked together, they wouldn't have beat Godzilla.
Nah,
Uh,
Godzilla definitely his little training arc had me dying.
bro,
Man, every time somebody woke him up, he was like, "All right, finna go knock him off the list." Like he was in the fighting tournament.
bro, this nigga ran a gauntlet, bro. He was really Yujira, Yujira Hanma.
He did. No, yeah, low key. And then when he pulled up on
That,
Godzilla at the end, he was like, when he saw Godzilla, because at a certain point, when they needed it, when Kong had got messed up, his arm got messed up, and he got the cast, and he was like, okay, cool, I need some help, and went to go get Godzilla. Godzilla wasn't looking to help. Godzilla was looking only for work.
but that's because they had that understanding that like he was gonna stay under there, and Godzilla was gonna stay where he's at, and so every person that comes up there, he's just like, okay, they want to fight, and Kong is like, hey, hold on now.
He said, "That's not what we're doing. It's not what's happening."
The nigga really said, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you
Let me
something.
tell you, my brother in Christ, what is your frustration?
But nah, that leap that bro did, that leap of faith he hit.
Oh yeah, after he did, I was like, this man. Oh God,
I don't know what that was. That was
I
cool.
don't know. Oh yeah, bro literally he hopped off the ledge and was like, all right, I heard your call. He was like, he literally like he looked at King Kong like, I'm mad that you popped up here, bro. he
He
was got he
really
was
he hit him with that. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to do this to you.
Facts. He was
I
like,
liked you. He was like, I liked you, kid.
that's
You
how he looked at
overstepped
him.
your boundaries.
He was finna go sun him real quick. And then when Godzilla hit, when Kong hit him with that sucker punch, he said, "Hold up, man."
Bro, and I think people for some reason are getting this part confused. They seem to think that he knocked him out and dragged and was dragging him there. He knocked him down and then started to drag him there. But
Yeah.
like he didn't go anywhere yet. And Godzilla was just like, "Oh, all right. Hey, you got a strong right on you. I guess I'm going to have to kill you."
Facts. He literally was about to. He was about to end it. Boy, he got on top of Kong. Kong was like, "Shit, shit, shit."
That split little glitch it did let you hit me.
When I on my screen, your ass did a went around my did a 360 on me.
But nah, like gauntlet that he got really was the determining factor for like how he was able to do anything against
Mm.
Godzilla.
Now I wanted him to low key.
Use the axe more with the gauntlet because that's what I wanted.
That too. That would have been hard. But I was also like, damn. But I was also like, him charging up. I wish he would. I wish all that training that he did would have went for like a bigger villain. I feel like the way he did, he didn't have to do all that. He could they could have took him in the beginning of the movie.
Well, it wasn't like all of that wasn't for the Scar King. It was really for Shimu because like him fighting Shimu like a long time ago like was a major deal because she brought up like the Ice Age.
Oh
So,
yeah,
but she I don't feel like is as strong as she used to be because of her being tortured.
and that's probably what it was because it didn't show him. It didn't show him being
Yeah.
this like. I was like, yeah, you probably would have been a lot harder.
Because apparently like the theory is that she also was the one that froze Ghidorah.
Mm.
And so if she was the one that froze Ghidorah, like then we know how strong like Ghidorah was. So,
Hmm. Yeah.
but yeah,
And
like
also started the
it
Ice
was
Age
like a
supposedly,
no, she did. She was the reason for the Ice Age.
which is crazy.
Like that wasn't like an alleged thing. Like she was about to do that shit again,
He said she
which
about to do this
is
shit again. That's literally what they just stopped. They literally just stopped the Ice Age. It's crazy. People didn't even realize it.
the weird thing though. Like the one thing I wanted to happen, that one beam that looked like he was about to do, when he like had his hands open and shit. I thought Godzilla was about to clap his hands or something,
On me, I thought he was about to
but
hit a
he
Hulk smash on our ass.
but he just sent out like a smooth little beam. It was just a little bigger of a beam or whatever.
Every time he charged up, it was devastating.
Oh
So
yeah, like every single time.
I do appreciate that they literally gave everybody their time, and I do appreciate the fact that each movie does give each kaiju their moment. Because this one they did give Kong his moment. Because the last one, didn't Godzilla get his moment?
What in terms of like them fighting each other or what?
Like when he, anytime Godzilla charges up and hits him with the beam, it's usually the end all be all, or it's like he gets hit with something, and then it's like, all right, cool, he ended the match. Like Godzilla's usually the one who's like holding it down, ending it.
Oh well, no. In the last two, they let Kong get like the last kill.
Okay.
Like everybody assisted him, and then they just let him like get like the last hit. That's how it's been. Cause like with
Mm.
Mechagodzilla, like Godzilla charged up the axe, and then he cut off all the arms, and then and then pulled the head off, and then in this one, like the shit happened with Shimo, and then he like slammed him. But like it's more like because Godzilla overshines everybody and does the most, they just give like Kong like the last kill.
It is. Yeah, I can say that. Kudos to, like I say, the writers. I guess in this situation, kudos to the writers for being able to humanize. Like, since when you have such giant figures and stuff like that, usually with Godzilla, you can just make him a big scary version, and it's like he's not as relatable. But with Kong, you have the human interactions. I did like the. It's like a side story to the main story. I liked it. I always liked his relationship with the little girl who was deaf, who was a part of the
Hmm.
tribe. I always thought that that was a nice little thing that they had instead of making Kong like the typical. He's always want to be with the blonde chick,
Yeah. I
and
mean,
then
though that was what happened in the first one.
yeah, yeah,
And technically, I think the woman that is with the young girl is blonde.
yes. They just made her. They just made her matter. I liked her little. I liked their little story too, as well, with the fact of her becoming the mom, and then the fact of what's she gonna get? What's she gonna run away? 'Cause I thought her ass gonna leave.
I didn't. I thought she was gonna stay with her.
I was like, well, maybe this is her. This is her journey now. She's gonna go fly around with Mothra and save the world.
Oh yeah, we haven't talked about Mothra yet.
No,
They
beautiful.
brought back Mothra.
And what I can say, Mothra looked absolutely. I've never looked at a bug and been like, you know what? That's a good looking bug.
That's weird.
That's how I felt.
All
I looked at it.
right,
I was like, you.
all right, Omni Man.
Nah, I was sitting there looking at it, and I was like, you know what? This is a beautiful looking
Nigga
bug.
said,
They really did. They really did their job with this. Because I said Mothra, because I never remember what Mothra looked like in like any of like the other
most
renditions.
of the
And
time she looks more like a moth in most of them, but like in this one, like in this MonsterVerse, she kind of looks more like a moth mixed with a butterfly.
hmm
So she has like much more beautiful wings and stuff like that and whatnot.
it was nice. They made her like this, yeah, the guy like figure. She pulled out and like she spoke wisdom. I don't know what she said to Godzilla and Kong when they were fighting, but whatever it did, stopped it.
Well, it's mostly because like though Godzilla won't listen to anybody, he'll really only listen to Mothra because Mothra is like his girl basically.
That's funny. Wasn't in the original Godzilla the one that had the guy who is playing the new Craven? Is that didn't they make Godzilla a girl in that one? Because
No.
she was protecting her eggs. They were like, oh, she's a girl.
No. That's like one of the really old ones, like the '09.
Okay.
Are you talking about no, you're talking about a completely different monster. You're talking about the Mutos. The Mutos were what Godzilla was fighting in that movie. And there was two Mutos, and one of the Mutos was female and trying to guard her eggs. And they had to try to like destroy them.
Ah, okay, okay. I
Yeah.
was like,
But no, Godzilla has always been a nigga. You could tell by the way he acts.
didn't they say something about this version of Godzilla is that they extended his arms or something like that, made him a little longer.
They extended his arms, added more spikes to his tail, made him spikier and all that other stuff. Like he grew more in this one. So like he evolved. Like that's why he needed to take um what's his name? What's the name's power so that he could evolve
Mm.
faster than what he would normally evolve. Bro,
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna lie. Like this, like I know everybody wants to talk about like Kong and all of the other stuff, but Godzilla is all around like the better like fighter in this entire movie because immediately when they came out of the portal and they started fighting, and then they were in zero gravity, Godzilla took no time. He completely understood zero gravity.
Bro, no facts. Now I think about it, yes, but it makes sense because he was been on timing. Kong was not on timing. Like he's used to only fighting against Godzilla and then like a couple others. Godzilla been out here protecting the Earth.
Not even just that. I guess the other thing too is like Godzilla literally, as soon as that shit happened, he's like, "This is just like water." he literally moved Kong out the way without hurting him, and then started piecing people up, jumping rock to rock, going upside down.
He was
everything.
He was
He
tag
literally
teaming his ass.
he clutched every fucking moment. He got frozen, and he said, "This is not gonna do shit to me."
Low key, he looked at a God every time he was on screen. He looked like he was finna punch you in your shit.
I didn't think that was gonna hit you.
The smooth lows. I'm about to say, what was your top moment of Godzilla?
My top moment probably definitely came from, yeah, it was probably that zero gravity moment, because that part had me hype.
I like it because he did look at him and grab him to the side and move him to safety, like all in that same moment. So it was like when they say you never fought with each other before. How are you guys so good good with each other?
Both of them just locked in, bro.
They said, "Oh, gotta save the world," but
And then I thought it was cool when they were running up at each other, and like Godzilla like looked at Kong before he like jumped on his back, and he was just like, "You can, I guess."
he rode him. I was like, this man. I said they comfortable now. They folks besties.
These niggas gonna go out for lattes.
Go up and like tease. Good times.
What's your like favorite moment?
I'm trying to think because there was a lot of iconic moments in the thing. I think it was when it was getting to the climax. I still am hung up on the moment where when I like the moment when they were going through the portal for the first time.
Hmm.
When the people when they were all driving down there and dude was freaking out.
Oh yeah,
That
I meant
moment,
like cool, not funny.
I was trying to think because like I like the visual effects of that moment. Like that was like top tier moment as far as visual wise.
I guess.
It was the space. I like space, but as far as it was probably Godzilla versus Kong. It was probably that moment when Godzilla was like literally when he was done in the hyperbolic time chamber.
And immediately was like, "I'm about to beat your ass."
Yes, he literally hopped up and was like, "Yeah, it's that time." That was probably my favorite moment because their fight against Dude, that was probably my second favorite moment. But I think it was the fact that they kind of did beat him so easily is what threw it off.
Yeah, because like I said, like Scar King to me was underwhelming as far as everything else. I feel like he's because like he couldn't even really beat Kong like without having to be in control of like Shimu. Like without
Hmm.
Shimu, he really doesn't have anything, which makes sense because Shimu is the one that was the threat.
Hmm.
I thought we had a
Oh, I thought it was a
tie.
double. Yep.
I did too. Like Shima was the threat, he wasn't. But like the only reason that he was a threat was because of the way that he utilized her.
Hmm. And I was glad they were smart enough to. Also another point. I'm glad they were smart enough to really understand that she was being taken over. So as soon as
Yeah.
they realized that they got the thing away from her, it was good, and she was on their
Yeah.
side.
Because I was actually glad that they didn't kill her.
Hmm.
Uh, but if if the hieroglyphs are what they appear to be, then it's gonna be a combined effort to fight. Damn, what's it called? Damn, I forgot what that one kaiju is called. It's like huge though. Like
It's like the biggest one.
it's one of them. Yeah, one of the most dangerous too.
It's the one
Like
that
more
most
dangerous
dangerous.
than yeah. It's like more dangerous than Ghidorah.
Mm.
Like when that one happens, I think all of them are gonna have to fight it together, and maybe they might have to make a Mecha Godzilla.
I'm dead.
So, because yeah, that one I can't like. If you remember in the comments, it starts with a D. I just can't think of its name off the top of my head right now. I don't know why,
I can't
but
think. But yeah,
I know
if y'all,
you wouldn't know. But if anybody's listening, if you put in the comment, they're shooting at us.
yes,
Bullets just came through the thing. That was crazy. But yeah, I think one of the funniest scene to me, which is kind of surprising. Like, there's the two scenes that I think are the funniest are like when that one ape starts yelling at Kong and then he immediately knocks him out, and when he uses like Baby Kong to like beat the other ones.
oh, he tried to save old boy at the end, which I thought was crazy. I was like, I said, look at him showing compassion, and then dude fucked it up.
What? Which one? What do you
He
mean?
was gonna
Oh,
When Kong tried to save him because he was like, I just met y'all, I'm not gonna just kill him, and they were just still on timing.
oh yeah. That was a different one. But like, cause the one that was trying to protect the kid and that got killed
Hmm.
by Scar King when he kicked her like off into the whatever. A lot
Hmm.
of people don't know that was a woman, like lady, female one.
Was that his mom?
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking because I was like, damn, I'm finna start holding back tears. I said, damn, that was tough. I felt so bad for him.
yeah, that was his mom's. Uh, that's why he switched up so fast, and two, like he was trying to make him like
Hmm.
listen and shit like that too. So it was sad. I was like, damn, killed his mom and shit.
Got him. I got him real good.
Technically, and the thing that's crazy is like technically the Scar King is his dad, so like technically he should be in charge.
That's why they kept having the smack your goddamn daddy.
Yeah, I love that, bro.
Let me show you how to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't get back everything you took.
Smack your goddamn daddy.
I know you can get a heart of that.
See, what I would have been more afraid of is if they had an orangutan because Scar wasn't. He seemed like more of a what kind of? He didn't seem like a regular ape. He
Like
seemed like a chimp. Yeah, he seemed like a chimpanzee.
Scar King was an orangutan.
He was an orangutan.
Yeah.
He didn't seem like an orangutan. He seemed like.
Yeah, he is an orangutan, bro. His like the fur color, how long his arms are.
I guess
He
I
was
was
an
waiting on him.
orangutan.
I guess I was waiting on him to be a little like rounder.
Not all orangutans are like that though.
I've only known
And it
orangutans to be
also
fat.
and it also depends too on like how, he wants to portray his stat cuz like technically what? Like some of these other apes that were there, they're like chimpanzees and then some of the other ones are like what's it called? Gorillas, but they don't necessarily have the stature of those things. Like they don't have to, you know. A lot of it depends on like their physical things that they do or whatever. If Scar King never wanted to work out, that nigga not gonna work out. It doesn't seem like they. I don't know what they eat. Like I know they eat like normal shit, but I don't know how much he eats. You know.
Yeah, facts. 'Cause I was looking at them like I was like, not the chimp. I guess not the chimpanzee that I thought it was gonna be. Not the chimp. I mean, orangutan that I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah. But yeah, no, he's an orangutan.
Yeah. Oh,
Ah,
nice.
my knee.
But yeah, because bro was definitely got the sinister, like like being a sinister type of villain. He was there.
Oh, for sure.
He was there.
Like
He was definitely on
when he
time,
was
man.
making fun of Kong, that shit was hilarious.
He was making fun
Bro,
of him though. He done stole his weapon for a second. He was sitting there. You were using somebody else's mind control. He had slaves. I said he just done it all. He's the villain.
bro.
He is a villain.
Not only that, he had a whip. I knew the nigga was a problem. Whipping his own people. Craziness.
Whipping his own people is crazy work.
I was like, you can't even trust your own out here. They're gonna whip you.
That's literally how it felt. Man went down to the underground just to find his people, just to realize he couldn't even trust his own people.
Yeah, nigga had to fight Uncle Ruckus.
Now, next movie we need to see Godzilla fight his own people.
They're extinct.
Oh
Like
well,
fully. He is legitimately the last of his kind.
he doesn't care.
Nah, he's like the oldest of his kind too. So
Oh yeah, because he's been around forever. He's been around. He's talking about the ice. He was around fighting for us during the ice age. It's crazy.
oh yeah,
Mm-mm-mm.
nigga been around for a long ass time, and it's crazy that not until recently, and like it's crazy because he's been around for so long, and not until recently did he have to deal with like how high leveled some of the like enemies are that he's been fighting in such a short span of time too.
hmm He had to go get right real quick. He was like, "I ain't done this in a little second. Let me go ahead and train." But I think that since they did incorporate the gauntlet that he put on his arm, that Kong had in his arm, I do see them like, yeah, I can see them doing a little bit of going back.
God. Yeah, what you saying?
but no, I can see them going into a little bit of the, I guess, the lore that you were getting into about them starting to make Mechagodzilla again,
Yeah,
or at least adding, I guess, more enhancements to Kong.
yeah. Which I mean, hey, I wouldn't be mad at.
He just becomes a Gundam. Oh, that was hard.
Think yeah.
But yeah, we are at the 48-minute mark. I'm about to say, you had any final remarks as far as how you were feeling about Godzilla X Kong, the New Empire?
Not really. We can get to our ratings and whatnot.
Okay. As far as for me, I say is rating wise. Now that I've gotten the hype out of the way and really like thinking about it, the movie overall, I feel like I give it an 8. Like I feel like I give it an 8. Acting was solid. Everybody, they had its funny moments. I can say some of the moments were a little like, okay, sometimes it was a little too cheesy, but I get that's just how the character is. There's a lot of stuff going on, so you need to have a little relief. So I get that. But I do give this one a solid. This was an 8 for me. This is probably one of my favorites compared to the rest.
Mm.
So yeah, that's where I'm at on that one. How about you?
So I'm gonna go with probably like an 8.7 type shit
Ty.
because it actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna go to like 8.5 because I liked Godzilla versus Kong more than this one. But that's
hmm
only because there was way more action, right? This one was way more trying to get the story together and we're gonna make sure like when they fight, it's cool, but the fights were really short. It was way more story in this one
Yeah.
than fighting. Even though the fighting was more as far as number of fights, they just weren't lengthy fights.
Yeah. They had great
Um,
choreography. I will say that in that part. Great
oh yeah, yeah.
choreography.
And the other thing that moved my rating from a 8 to an 8.5 is the fact that Godzilla suplexed Kong.
He suplex city his ass. I said
Nigga
we
hit
we
him with
sat
a
up we sat up in
full-on
our chairs for a second. We were
suplex.
sitting there leaning back, relaxing. He did that. I said, "Hello now." I said, I said the movie just turned
I
up.
don't care what I don't care what nobody says. That nigga hit him with a full-on suplex. I was like, this is amazing.
I said, bro, he's the originator of the suplex.
I've never seen anything that big suplex something before.
It was amazing, and they did it in the desert, which made the terrain even crazier.
Oh yeah, hit him, pushed him into a pyramid, and then suplexed his bitch ass.
I,
Uh, I will. I'll say this too. I'm forever a Godzilla fanboy, so yeah.
if you weren't a Godzilla fan, but beforehand, I feel like after you guys see this movie, it will solidify how you feel about Godzilla. If you want
Yeah,
to
because
see
like
Godzilla be
I
on
mean,
nothing
hey,
but action, then this is the movie for you, definitely.
yes, most definitely. And all the people that are upset, because there are a few that are upset about how they're moving, like the fact that they're moving really fast or they look more realistic with the way that they're moving now and all this other stuff. Suck a dick. Um, it's a movie. Get over it. They're not even real beings. I don't care.
It's for funsies,
They can
y'all.
move however they want. If you really want to complain about how Godzilla moves, go watch the old movies where Godzilla does a flying kick to somebody's face. I mean somebody's chest, uh, while sliding on his tail, or the fact that he could use his breath as a jet to propel him into the air. If you don't want to complain about that, then just don't complain at all.
And with that said, on a little bit of realism, if you don't believe him, look it up. The internet is free, y'all. Because he's done it. I've seen it. The clips are all there for you. So if you got the complaints, then you complain about a little bit of nothing. Enjoy yourself. Godzilla X Kong, what is it? Yeah. King Kong, Godzilla,
Godzilla X Kong and
the new
the New
Empire.
Empire.
Yes. It is one for the books, y'all. I do say this is one of the ones you do want to go into the movie theater and see. I do recommend it. If you can see it in IMAX, if you can see it in 40, hell, if you can see it in 40X, go see it like that because I feel like that would be a great time. But yes, we do
Yeah.
definitely
Oh,
recommend this one.
quick quick thing too. This
Yeah,
movie also was made for 3D. So you can watch it in 3D also.
there you go. Well, y'all go ahead, get this movie some support. And it looks like well, like you said, with this one, they're maybe building up a narrative on this one. I did not see there were no after credits, so if you guys are listening to this and you want to worry about after credit scene, there are no after credit scenes on this movie. But it does seem like within this world, they're building up a lot more. It was a narrative driven movie, which is different for these versions. It's usually action driven and then a little bit of narrative, but this one was more like you said, like a lot more story. So they might have some things cooked up, but we're just gonna see.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, hey, you guys, I appreciate you guys coming down for another installment of Down with the Get Down. Go ahead and leave a comment on what was your favorite part of the movie, or anything that we may have missed in there. If guys you want, or any movies you want us to go see, or want us to talk about or review, leave those down in the section below. Follow us on all social media platforms. We really appreciate those. Go ahead and like, share.
And if you're down with the get down, if you're a Godzilla fan, go ahead and subscribe.